Ask Cody.
Come
It's in
on.
the same order that it
Come
was in the old one.
Come on. Yeah, and the old one was such a success. I think if we switch that order around, I think we got the
Okay,
bread and
I'll
butter.
switch the order around.
Oh,
We'll,
thank
we'll put
God.
podcasts first.
Whew, smart.
We'll go alphabetical. About us first. All right, let's start broadcasting on the old Twitch there. Oh, I think Amber gave us a cheer and some
She
bits.
did last night, yes. We got one bid from Ambi.
What a nice lady.
It's one
That
whole penny. That's so nice.
one penny.
She'll get that penny back eventually.
No.
No. Why would she get the penny? Fuck that. That's our penny.
That's true. Talk shows.
My descriptions.
I'm sorry, I gotta ruin them temporarily.
I get it.
Cartridge blowers, episode 132. 132 episodes, guys.
We did it. We finally made it to that milestone that we've been waiting to hit. 132. Now we can have our 132nd party. Gonna do that 132nd theme episode we've been waiting on.
Yeah, very special.
I ordered the cake.
It's the musical
exciting.
episode.
I ordered 131 other cakes to match your one.
Aw, Amber gave us another bit. Thanks, Amby.
You monster. Now
She's
you're
not not playing Tariba right now, so she's gambling on the success of our show.
Okay. Well.
Oh, well, that's a gamble you're guaranteed
Yeah.
to.
Got some bad news for you, kid.
All right. So we're now broadcasting. We can go ahead and start recording. Bye, Nikki. It was fun. Have fun being a silent picture in the bottom corner of my screen.
I always do. It's what I've been training for.
All right, cool. All right, let's get started.
Cortisone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Matt Crua. First and last.
Finally.
Forever.
You did.
You killed Nikki and shoved her in a little box in the corner of the screen, and here you are, alive and well.
Is she in a box? Can I see her? Is she down
Sure, yeah. Just
Okay.
You're looking down at her right now, I think.
I am? Okay.
That's where I have the box.
All right.
Cool.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
that she's in a box. I did it. I finally completed my real life Sims game.
Amber will be so pleased with you.
Yeah, no. I actually did pretty okay at first. I went to my mom's house and I sealed her behind some bricks. And that was pretty good. And now Nikki, of course, sealed in a box. So it's all working out.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up, Matt.
It is. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I normally would have introduced Nikki. She's not going to be with us today. It's just going to be the two of us. It's just testosterone city. We the manliest of men.
Finally, some straight white males here to tell you about video games on the internet. It's never happened before.
It's about time, honestly.
You know, it's a market, a niche market that finally is being catered to, and I'm just glad.
Excellent. Right on. This is the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. This week, the theme is going to be video games everyone else played, but we missed for some other reason. We don't know. Just for some reason, we never picked it up and played it.
There's no way for us to find out. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
We have psychic blocks in our head that stop us.
We'll have to talk to past us, and right now,
they're unavailable.
Telephone, yeah, it's not working. They have their voicemail up. They're out to work signs. We were very busy in the past.
What are you talking about?
I don't fuck if I know. Anyway,
the bit died. It's over.
Yeah, it's fine.
DNR,
so
DNR.
Anyway. If you are watching us on YouTube, as you can every other Thursday on youtube.com/YNINpod, you can skip ahead to that part right now if you want to by clicking on the timestamp in the description below.
It's down there.
Just right down there, right in the old clicky-clacky spot that Matt's pointing to. But if you are watching us live, as you can every other Friday, on twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, we're just gonna keep talking, and you're a hostage. So I'm sorry, but if you would like a visual representation of where to go, popping up in the corner right there. That was a little fast. Let's do that. Let's do that again. Why don't we do that again? There we are. Look.
That was
man,
really cool.
It's magic.
I liked it the second time. The first time was not good enough.
No, dude.
Hey, hold on. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, sure.
Do it a third time, but make it last even longer.
Okay. There it is.
There it is.
And it's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry.
That was perfect. That was the exact amount of time that I wanted.
Yep.
I am really happy for us. I think we finally made it.
Me too, guys.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for us too. Also, you can visit our webpage at yninteractive.com.
Ooh.
Brand new, redesigned. Everything looks so much better than it did before. Also, we finally got into the modern times and have a mobile responsive site. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means you can watch it on your phone, and it'll look pretty decent on your phone.
Before it was just like...
It was just the desktop website loaded, and it was not very good. It was bad. All right. So, anyway, before we get on to all that playing a video game shit, we probably played some stuff in like the 2-3 weeks that we've been absent.
Man.
Matt, what'd you play?
I have played many a video game.
Yeah?
So, of course... quick plug, we've been streaming over on twitch.tv/cartridge blowers, Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer, and Final Fantasy X. Those two games have kind of been alternating back and forth, streaming those two. So if you want to know how those are going, please come on and subscribe, or just at least follow the Twitch channel. But as for other things I've been playing, I think I talked about this last time. I've been playing Marvel Strike Force.
Oh yeah, how's that going? Is it still good?
I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah, it's a fun game. I have gotten to the point where I have made a pretty decent team of characters that can take me pretty far into the different story modes and the raids and whatnot. And so I'm finding progression to be pretty approachable without having to pay money.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I downloaded it. I have not played it yet.
Sure, yeah, no problem.
It's sitting on my phone. I'm gonna get around to it at some point. But yeah, I mean it looks decent at the very least.
It's not bad. Like again, I compare it to Avengers Alliance from about 4 or 5 years ago, which I thought was a really fun game. And if you enjoy turn-based kind of RPG battles, then that's just pretty much the same thing.
So it is turn. It's not like those ones where they kind of fight for you and you don't really do anything.
It's 100% turn-based combat.
That's cool.
Yeah. Awesome. So right now I'm using a team. I mean, you can switch at any time between battles, but the team I normally stick with, I've got Drax, Gamora, Nebula. So I've got a very Yondu Guardians focused team.
Nice.
And then who's the last one? Quake.
Oh, cool. Right on. Yeah.
She has a slow ability that makes fights super easy. She's great.
Nice. Cool. What else you been playing?
I have also picked up Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
So this is, I guess, the second game I have now rebought for the Switch that I also had on the Wii U.
But you never completed it the first time around.
Definitely not. No, I did not finish it. I'm probably right now at about the point in the game where I stopped playing the Wii U version.
Okay.
I'm playing in funky mode.
Okay. So you're playing the easier mode that has everybody.
Well, okay, so it says it's easier mode. I mean, I guess. I find it to be less easy mode and more fun mode.
Okay.
Because there's still a challenge to the game. It's still a challenging, platformer. But I have all these cool abilities, and I can do all of them at any time. And I don't feel hampered at all. I just feel I feel more powerful, but not ultra powerful, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
There is kind of the what did Mario 3D World call it? I don't remember. But if I die enough times on a level, it'll say you can just press a button and go on to the next one if you want, pal.
Oh yeah. The like in New Super Mario Brothers, it was just like, hey, do you want us to tell you how to do it? And then like in all the ones after that, they just gave you a P-wing,
right?
You're pretty much invincible. Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze just says you can go on to the next level if you press a button, but you won't keep any of your collectibles. So the puzzle pieces and the Kong letters get lost. So I haven't used that feature, and I don't plan to. But it is a very fun game.
Nice.
It's certainly prettier than it was on the Wii U. And I've been playing it mostly handheld, but when I haven't been, what is happening? Are you running a
our clothes dryer that I really hate is going off in the background and won't stop until Brooke goes in there and opens it up. So.
Why is your clothes dryer like a cash register?
I don't know. It's I hate the way it alerts you to
nightmare
being done. It really sucks. It is incessant.
Ours just plays a fun song.
No, yours is fine. I've seen yours. It's great. Anyway, this is great video game talk.
Sure, Tropical Freeze. So I've been playing handheld. I haven't really been able to listen to music most of the time, but when I have been, the soundtrack is still just stellar.
Nice. So, like in this one, do you play as Donkey Kong with Funky Kong as an assist, or do you play as Funky Kong and you just have like multiple hits or something?
So Funky Kong is a selectable character along with the ones from the previous Wii U version, Donkey Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky. Okay, so he's essentially a fifth player.
Okay, interesting.
A fifth character. And you can still use him in normal co-op. And the other player can be any of the other four characters. Okay. And does Funky have more hearts? I don't remember how many that was had in the Wii U version.
I think 2.
Okay, then he definitely has more. He has at least 3, maybe 4. Okay. But I mean, like, again, I don't. It seems like the perfect level of challenge for me. I guess maybe I just suck, but
well, no, like Tropical Freeze was hard. Like it was not easy at all. So making it slightly easier with Funky Kong would probably make it the perfect level of difficulty.
Sure, and like it's only, I would say, only slightly easier then, because again, I don't feel like I'm being handheld through the game.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a challenge. You
haven't unlocked hard mode yet. So.
I haven't. Like there are certain levels where I'm finding it difficult to get all the Kong letters or all the puzzle pieces. And I mean, I guess it's easy in that I have 99 lives, and I pretty much always do, because there's just so many lives to collect and so many bananas. But I feel like I had that same problem in the original Wii U version. Right. So yeah. I don't know. It's a fun game. It's a really good Donkey Kong. It's a good platformer. I have gone on record of saying I was never the biggest DKC fan on Super Nintendo. They're okay in my book. But I like this one like quite a bit, and I'm definitely going to finish it.
Excellent. Yeah. I liked the original Donkey Kong Countries. Well, at least the first 2. The third one was okay. Sure. But I do like Tropical Freeze the best, at least the Wii U version that I played. I'm sure the Switch version's better. So, yeah. Cool. What else?
And then I would say last, but certainly not least, I have dicked around in Stardew Valley multiplayer.
Oh yeah, all right. So we haven't got to play that together yet on the stream with our good friend Amber, who's in chat right now. But we're gonna at some point. But you've been playing with your roommates, right?
Sure. Yeah. So we have done 2 separate instances. One wherein we joined one of my roommate's farms. Her farm was 7 years old, and she had so much money and so many things already going on. And then our second instance, we started from scratch.
Okay. So which has been more fun?
The latter, for sure. I think at the end of the day, I didn't really enjoy myself in multiplayer at all with an established farm. I found myself bored. I found myself with very little to do.
Trolling your friends.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did the whole time. And I mean, and that's funny for, about 10 minutes, but it's not a game, right?
Yeah.
Whereas starting a farm from scratch kind of felt like we were actually a team. It felt more like a co-op experience,
Cool.
right?
All right.
And so when you set up a farm, you first get to choose whether you want to build the cabins later or have the cabins already set up. And the cabins are where the other players live because it's still one person's farm, right?
Yeah.
The cabins can either be really close to that farm or spread out along the entire map. We chose spread out, which I kind of like because my cabin is near the bottom of the map, so I can exit down to the forest like right away. Because I'm not my character. I'm the fishing guy. I do all the fishing. I take care of all the fish. I pretty much spend my entire day fishing. It's nice because they go to the mines. I can sit here, fish, and like browse Twitter at the same time. It's great. Because it's Stardew, right? It's
a chill out game.
Yeah, and like fishing to me is one of my favorite activities to do in the game because there's not much to it, but it's also fun while I'm doing it, even if it's something small. You know, I'm just tapping a button basically. And while I'm waiting for the fish to bite, I can just play on my phone or something. But you also, when you start, you have the opportunity to change, I guess we'll say difficulty.
Okay.
You change the money that you gain for selling items. So 100% is normal, or you can go down to 75, 50, or 25% of the total value.
Okay.
This is because if you've got 3 to 4 people working and you're selling it for the same value you would in a single player game, you're going to just steamroll everything.
Understandable. Right? Okay.
So we turned it down to 75, and I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because we were like maybe 2.5, 3 weeks in. We've upgraded a couple tools here and there. We've got crops going. We got a pretty good rhythm to it. And we're not like completely demolishing it, but we feel like I feel like we're moving at a pretty good pace.
Okay. Cool. So, yes. Like, do you get split farming duties, or?
I mean, we do, but I mean, you don't have to when you play the game, right? That's what we've chosen to do.
Yeah.
Like, I have a couple of crops outside of my cabin, but Joe, for the most part, takes care of most of the crops.
Okay.
And then he and Aaron go and they mine all day. Meanwhile, I do fishing. BB does animals. And so it's a whole thing. And so, you know, if we were to play together, we could do something like that, or we could all just sort of pitch in with whatever we see. It's really up to the players, right?
Right on.
And the cool thing is, you know, there's still individual activities for you to do outside of the collective aspect. You still need to meet everybody on the farm. You still need to get your relationship meters up. That's you individually. You have those meters, even though the group shares money, right? But like, if you can still marry someone in the town, or I guess you could marry another player if you want to be weird, but weird.
Well, you are playing with a husband and wife.
Still weird. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's a question that I thought about. Sure. What if you all court the same person and all give them the girlfriend or wedding thing on the same day?
That is a super good question, and I'm hoping we'll find out, because Joe and I are definitely competing for the same person.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Once I stated, yeah, I think we're going to go try and marry Abigail, Joe was like, I think I'm also going to try and marry Abigail. I was like, cool. Let's do this shit.
All right, cool. I'm interested to see how your love triangle goes.
Yeah, it's it's Stardew Valley. It's a fun game. The multiplayer is still technically in beta, and have experienced a few bugs here and there. Some of them were not so cool, like that will desync you and crash the game. We did lose a day one time to that. But also some bugs are funny, like when we did the 7-year farm. We all had horses because Aaron had enough money to just buy us all stables right away. And there's a bug where your horse follows you around when you're on foot.
Really?
Like it's magnetically attracted to you. It's really funny. There's also bugs like if one person initiates a cutscene, everyone has to watch it.
Oh, no.
It sucks. It's the worst. And like sometimes that cutscene will teleport you to it, and sometimes it won't. So I'm down, fishing, and then suddenly I'm in the shop.
Uh,
Yeah. And I'm like,
uh.
no, I need to know. I need to be fishing. I'm gonna miss the opportunity. Oh, fine.
I had an anglerfish.
Right.
No.
Exactly. But yeah, it's Stardew Valley, but with more people. And
Right on.
what's not to love?
Excellent.
I also recommend the game. It has text chat.
Okay.
Discord. Discord's the way to go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I imagine that's the way we will do it. Yeah.
For sure. For a while, Joe didn't really have a microphone, and so he was using text chat, and it was pretty horrid. It sucked. Like he could hear me through Discord, but he would take like 10 seconds to respond, and it was bad. So just get a mic if you want to play that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or most games. It's 2018. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Unless you're playing with randos, in which case that's usually terrible.
That's not really a thing you can do in Stardew, though, thankfully.
Fantastic.
Yeah, not
I
an
like
option.
that. Cool. Anything else?
That's it for me. What you been playing, Cody?
So I've mostly been playing Shovel Knight. I actually brought my Switch with me up to Florida while I was on vacation, and my sister-in-law enjoyed watching me play Shovel Knight and getting really mad when I would die and not pick up the money on the way back.
Did you bring the dock too?
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I have a travel dock now. I found one at Best Buy for like $20.
Is it the Hori one?
It's the Insignia one, the Best Buy brand. And it was fine. Right. So I made sure to read that it was not one of the ones that brick your Switch.
Sure.
So, yeah. So I've been playing a lot of that. That game's great. Really enjoying it. Also, went to Toys R Us because I heard from my good friend Matt here that Toys R Us had 30% off Switch games. So I went, and on the day that I went, they also had an additional 20% off on that day only. So I picked up the only game they had that was not shit, potentially, and that was Doom for the Switch.
Oh, hell yeah. Whoa, cool.
Yeah. So I've been playing that a little bit too, and man, that game, the port is impressive.
Yeah, I've been told.
Yeah, it's graphically very impressive for the Switch. I can definitely see where they have done things to try to limit what they need to render in order to still make it look and appear very impressive. Like, I can kind of tell that that's what they're doing, but it works. And as far as Doom is concerned, like, it is definitely leaps and bounds the best one in the entire franchise. Not that was super hard to do, because Doom did not really age well. Yeah. But this one is really fun. I enjoy the upgrading your weapon system they added. The a needlessly violent sort of punch to get health thing is kind of a neat way to ensure that you can get health. It seemed a little frat boy gimmicky to me, but it was still fun. And the levels are well made. The enemies are much more interesting looking than they were before. So yeah, Doom for the Switch, very good. Definitely worth like the $20 I spent on it.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have wanted to play that at some point, whether on Switch or PC, and I've yet to pick it up. But I hear so many good things.
Yeah, and that was my thing. I'm like, dude, this is so much off. I'm probably never gonna find it new this price, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. I pulled up Amazon to see how much I could buy it for, and $40 was the cheapest, and that was used in kind of okay condition. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick it up new. So yeah,
smart.
Yeah. And other than that, that's really all I've been playing. Played some Jackbox Party Pack 1. I picked that up so we'd have some new stuff to play on vacation, and we didn't play till we got back. But Drawful is fun. You Don't Know Jack is fun. Fibbage is all right. So yeah.
I guess I have one other game I can talk about.
Okay, sure.
I played Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
Oh yeah, you told me that you have been playing it.
Yeah.
How's it been going?
So it's great. I want to talk a little bit about it because I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
But all I'll say is it takes place in the future.
Okay.
Where mankind has kind of been relegated to living on the sea.
Okay.
The land is uninhabitable, aside from some coastal sort of colonies.
Okay.
And the gameplay kind of works like reverse Pandemic,
Interesting.
where you are tasked with putting cubes into cities.
Interesting.
It's really a neat twist.
Huh.
And the world doesn't exist. Most of the board is empty.
Wow.
And it's a legacy game, so you build it as you go. And
That sounds kind of cool.
it's really cool. Yeah. You don't have to have finished season 1, though there are definite hints as to the connections to that. But like season 2, it's a different game, and I'm into it.
Cool
Yeah.
deal. We're about a little over halfway through season
Cool.
1. Our friends that we play with have become less available,
Sure.
so we're not as far ahead as we probably would prefer. But man, it's still, the season 1 is so much fun. I'm real interested to see season
I just
2.
love legacy games, and
They're a lot of fun.
they just announced a Betrayal at House on the Hill legacy.
I saw.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. I'm super into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's board game chat. Thanks
Right
for
on.
watching our podcast with that podcast.
Excellent. So we have a little bit of time. Why don't we just go over a couple things that are going to be
Sure.
coming out in the next 2 weeks? So we don't have too much to talk about, but we'll go over a few things. Matt wanted to make sure that we touch on May 24th, 2018. We're getting Bloodstain: Curse of the Moon for the Vita, 3DS, Xbox One, PC, and PS4. I don't know anything about this game. Matt?
So Bloodstained is a Kickstarter that was made by Koji Igarashi, who is the creator of Castlevania.
Okay.
And it's a basically Konami divorced version of Castlevania. He wanted to make a new Castlevania game, but he didn't want to work with Konami because they make pachinko machines now. And so he made a game called Bloodstained, and that hasn't come out yet. There's some demos. It seems pretty neat. It looks a lot like Symphony of the Night, right?
Okay.
This Bloodstained, what is it? Curse of the Moon?
You said it's, yeah, Curse of the Moon.
Yeah. This is what if he made in like sort of between 8 and 16-bit Castlevania today.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a bonus game that came out with the Kickstarter that they worked on in their spare time. And so they decided to just go ahead and release that for every console too. And it looks really neat. And Koji Igarashi, unlike Keiji Inafune, the creator of Mega Man, who has kind of just flailed since leaving Capcom, Igarashi seems to still have it. And his games look pretty neat.
Excellent. Right on. Maybe you can play that for the next Halloween stream set.
Oh, no. I know what I'm doing on Halloween. I'm ready.
All right. Matt has plans. Okay, May 29th, 2018. We got two things that we're going to talk about. The first being Moonlighter for the PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And that one is a... we played a game similar to it on the show before, but basically you are a shopkeep, but you've kind of been forced into it by your parents. And you never really wanted to be a shopkeep, but you're doing it anyway. So during the day, you do your chores and you sell all your items and you stock the store, etc., etc. But what you really want to do is be a hero. So at night, you moonlight as a hero dungeon raider. So you're basically kind of trying to squirrel away money while doing the thing you don't want to do that your parents are forcing you to do, so that you can grow up to be this gigantic hero. And it's kind of a 16-bit style game, and it's pretty interesting. Matt, you played a shopkeep game.
Reciteer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it sounds kind of like that.
Sounds a lot like Reciteer, yeah. Does it kind of look like an anime style?
Kind of, but it's like if it was on a Super Nintendo or something.
Sure. I mean, Reciteer seemed like an SNES game too.
Yeah.
So maybe inspired by
maybe.
Reciteer.
Yeah.
Because Reciteer was more of a sort of Japanese indie hit.
Yeah.
And who's making this?
I did not write that down. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure, no problem. So that's a decent idea, though. I mean, I dig the idea of a shopkeep game.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, especially if you're not only sitting behind like Gobi in
In Breath of Fire.
Breath of Fire. Yeah,
I was totally thinking of that. That's
yeah.
great. Good reference.
Which was a really great mechanic that no one else ever did. So
yeah, right?
It's really cool. Yeah. Anyway, also we get Street Fighter 30th anniversary for the PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, which looks kind of like Street Fighter 2, but
no, my friend.
No? Okay, the screenshot I saw was wrong.
So you've got Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
You've also got Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Okay.
You've also got Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition.
Okay.
You also got Street Fighter 2 the new challengers.
Okay.
Then you've also got Street Fighter Alpha.
Oh man.
Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Okay.
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Okay.
You've also got Street Fighter 3.
Okay.
You've also got Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. You've also got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Jesus.
You have every single arcade iteration of Street Fighter 2, 3, and Alpha.
Okay.
And also, I think Street Fighter 1 is there.
Oh man, I've actually never played Street Fighter 1.
Don't. It's very bad.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
If you ever encounter that in an arcade, it's definitely worth a look, at least, because it has pressure-sensitive buttons.
Really?
So, like, it responded to your punch strength.
Okay.
It was very bad. But yeah, so it's got every single Street Fighter pre-4, basically.
Okay. Everything before 3D.
Right, exactly.
And not the movie.
Sadly, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. But also, I think 4 of those games are online.
Okay.
So you've got Third Strike.
That's cool.
Alpha 3, Alpha 2. I mean, it might be Alpha 3 and then like New Challengers and Turbo.
Excellent.
But yeah, so you can play those games online, and they are arcade perfect.
Awesome.
So they play exactly like they did in the original arcade.
That's
also,
cool.
there are additional things added too. So, like Street Fighter Alpha 3, for instance, is way better on console.
Yeah.
Because there's all these extra things added. And supposedly they're adding some of those things into this arcade ROM.
Okay.
Which seems pretty cool. Plus, you've got your normal anniversary collection of art and, you know, bonus movies and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's Street Fighter kind of the definitive.
Excellent. Right on. So these are all in their individual game. They're not like smooshed together or anything.
Right. No. You select from a menu.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's it for May 29th. And then lastly, June 5th. 2018, we get Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn for the Vita, Xbox One, PC, and PS4. They finally are releasing Shaq Fu 2 in 3D. It looks like they have like anime opening sequences. It's a fighting game, but like there's also like a beat 'em up element to some of it. It looks. I mean, it's fucking Shaq Fu. I don't know what you want. Shaq, very relevant right now, I guess. Enough to finally release the Shaquille O'Neal fighting game franchise.
I can't believe they're releasing that like the week before E3. When they could just wait until after E3 when they built up all that buzz.
Oh, absolutely.
When people have gone to the floor, they've played Shaq Fu, they've experienced the Shaq Fu, and now they're ready to
absolutely
absorb the story. I don't know what they're thinking, but you know, maybe that's just another mistake.
No, yeah, it's
on top of a lifetime of Shaq mistakes.
Poor Shaquille O'Neal. Right on. So just want to touch on that real quick. That's it. That's all we got coming out in the next time in the next 2 weeks. So why don't we get into playing our video games? All right. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, we're playing games that are games that everyone else seemed to play and really like that we never got around to playing. And this time, we're actually both playing slightly newer games that would still fit that category, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have myself up first because I had that video first. So I'll just go ahead and introduce mine. I played Super Meat Boy, which is a platformer, old 8-bit style, known for, I believe, being very hard and speed runnable. It's very obviously kind of made with speedrunning in mind. And yeah, not too much to say about it other than that. You're playing a sentient cube of meat. A fetus steals your girlfriend, who is sentient bandages, and you're just trying to get her back at every level. So yeah, that's, I don't know what to tell you. That's it.
Meat.
So why don't we just get into watch me play sentient meat cubes?
Yeah, let's meet.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I have never played this either.
Yeah.
I think I played like the Xbox 360 arcade, and I downloaded the demo.
Yeah.
I heard so many things, and it just didn't click with me.
Like right there, we did just meet the recreation of the Street Fighter introduction, which I thought was kind of neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're basically, you saw that some of the levels had been beaten. I had some technical difficulties with the recording, so I have played some of these levels like 15 minutes prior. But so you beat the level and by touching your girlfriend, and
okay, well.
Yeah, you can wall jump. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of meat parkour.
Sure, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what are the controls like?
So the controls are very typical, you know, platformer. Not
you just move and jump.
Move and jump essentially. There's no attack. There's no anything like that. The
is there
one
a
thing
run button?
There is a run button. You hold X to run, and like one thing that I never that took me a while to get used to is that whenever you beat the game, it kind of allows you time to decide if you didn't like how well you did and to do it again. So it shows you like a replay of all the times that you ran all at once.
It's pretty neat.
Which is kind of neat. But I always kind of thought that I was on the next level and started trying to control it. So it was a little confusing for a little bit till I got used to that. So here we're learning about the disintegrating blocks. A little bit.
I mean, it seems like a fairly simple.
Yeah.
You want to hit the top and then.
Yeah, and make sure you jump off, but don't jump too far away.
Sure.
So now I'm in hell.
Yeah, man, this escalated quickly.
Yeah. And you can, those little sticks on the bottom, those are bandages that you can collect. They're little collectibles in the levels.
Okay.
I don't try to get any of them.
What do you get if you get all the bandages?
See, I don't. Well, actually, I do know. You unlock the ability to purchase other characters, which is kind of neat. But I kind of figured I was only going to be playing for the purposes of the show, so
sure.
I didn't bother.
I mean, what other characters can you be? Can you be Mario?
No, I think they're just other meat-based characters. Like
what?
I think you can unlock Bandage Girl. You can unlock the fetus.
The fetus?
The fetus villain. And then there's like all these other things to unlock, and I don't know what they are. But yeah, I imagine they're just other iterations of cube-based creatures.
Why is the villain a fetus?
I don't know. And basically he hates Meat Boy, but we don't really know why.
Okay.
He says he hates everyone because no one likes him.
Rude.
But he super hates Meat Boy. So I don't know why. But here we are trying to not get killed by buzzsaws, which is basically good advice for life. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. They do, like right now, it doesn't really look like the super hard game it was made out to be.
I'm sure it gets much more difficult.
But it does definitely get more difficult. Yeah, it is very fast, Amber. It's It's very interesting. And yeah, you leave your little blood splatters behind, which is kind of neat because you can kind of see what you did before you
Sure.
died. So you can know not to do that again.
Oh my god.
My problem is I have gotten used to holding down the run button, which is kind of causing me to jump a little bit too far. So there I decided
There's
not
me,
to.
girl. You got her.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I don't do super great on this level.
I don't know. You want to go straight for the middle and then jump all the way across.
Right.
That'll work too, I guess.
Well, not the way I decided.
You decided to quit.
So, no, I decided to see if there was something in the menu, and that's where I found out about the ability to switch characters.
Were you looking for like easy mode? Did you want funky mode? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, kinda.
Want to be funky?
I wanted to see. I actually was wondering if I could change characters.
The
I wanted
funky.
to see if I could find a
suitable meat substitute.
Right. Absolutely.
Super vegan boy.
Nikki is in the chat room, and Nikki really dislikes the blood being left behind.
It's pretty gross.
It is a little gross.
I mean, I'm just kind of pretending you're a Splatoon ink.
Yeah. It's just me leaving behind some of my meat residue.
Yeah, meat residue. That's normal.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I leave behind my meat residue,
yeah,
I get banned from the building. So
absolutely, yeah.
This guy is a hero. Ridiculous. That was cool. Good slide there, pal.
Thank you.
This looks tricky. Oh, yeah.
Must be patient.
Oh no,
I got it.
Got A+. I don't agree with that, but okay.
Yeah.
So which came first, this or I Want to Be the Guy?
I think I Want to Be the Guy came first.
This has got to take some kind of inspiration from that, I feel.
Probably. I was wrong. I think I am trying to get the bandage there.
Where's the bandage?
It's at the very top, right next to the buzzsaw. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, I saw it. Okay.
There we go. I made it.
That was tricky.
Look at that.
Go.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, you can't jump here.
I did it, though. I made it.
Oh, woof.
All right. Here's the boss fight.
Okay. All right. Finally, some plot.
Yeah. That's what this meat-based game was missing.
So wait, is that the fetus?
That's the fetus inside of like a robot body, I think. And he has decided to burn down the forest and then chase me in his chainsaw mech.
Sure. Dr. Robotnik looking motherfucker.
Right. So I will be honest. I do very poorly on this boss fight.
I can tell already.
Yeah. I do not do very well.
It seems a little, like this seems to be a major ramp up from what had just occurred.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is also like where any editing in the video comes from.
Sure.
Because everything else was unedited from the beginning. We will do some editing here because I played this boss fight for about 15 minutes.
So, are there checkpoints?
No, there are not.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to start over every single time.
Because like this is not a game that I feel is conducive to sort of Twitch reactions. That makes sense.
No,
why are these fucking things flying everywhere?
Those are I think rabbits trying to escape or something. Yeah. So there we go. I cut out about 15 minutes of
that wasn't so bad though.
Of failure. But I finally got there. And like so This game is not really conducive to twitchy movements. This game, it really kind of feels built for the person who memorizes the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so just getting your muscle memory down for every level, which makes it a great candidate for speedrunning, but it's definitely not a chill game.
Play, yeah.
Yeah, Fetus is angry. And this squirrel is very upset about all of his dead friends, which this is maybe the most fucked up part of the game so far.
Oh man,
just piles of dead squirrels.
That was edgy when he killed the squirrel.
Yeah. So now I'm going to this hospital. I wanted to just see what the next level looked like, at least.
I have a terrible confession.
Yeah?
I hate this art style.
Well, that's fair. I'm not necessarily a super big fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the game art style, like, in-game right here, this is fine.
Yeah. The like 2001 Newgrounds cutscene. This is made by Newgrounds, so
yeah.
And that's it. Not much else to it. So yeah, I mean it's fun. I definitely don't feel compelled to beat the game, like go back and replay it over and over and over again.
Sure.
It again feels very like you need to memorize the best thing to do. Yeah, so it's fun, but pick it up on sale or something. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle. It would be great to watch done on like HEDQ or something, which I have seen some of it played there before, blindfolded and whatnot, and I can't imagine playing that game blindfolded. So yeah.
Right on.
So yeah, that's it. Matt, what did you?
So we actually have a secondary theme here today.
Yeah.
Because you played Super Meat Boy, which is created by designed by Edmund McMillan.
Yeah.
He also designed the game that I played.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The Binding of Isaac.
That makes sense from the art I've seen of it.
Binding of Isaac is also a Newgrounds game. I have never played it, even though I've heard a lot about it. Mostly because the art style is off-putting to me. It didn't look like I would enjoy sitting through a game that looks like this. It's a weird one. It is a roguelike twin-stick shooter through Zelda-like dungeons.
Interesting.
You play as a young boy/fetus named Isaac.
Okay.
And you play through
with Newgrounds and fetuses.
Right? And you play through a story based on the biblical Binding of Isaac, where the mother of Isaac gets a message from God demanding the life of her son as proof of her faith.
Okay.
And in the Bible, she goes to kill him. And in this game, Isaac decides to run away into some dungeons.
Okay.
Again, it's a roguelike, so all the dungeons are randomly generated.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Supposedly, this game has pretty good music, but I'm playing on Steam. I didn't really hear much music.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm not sure.
Maybe you just didn't get far enough, but let's give it a shot. Let's watch.
Yeah. So this is The Binding of Isaac.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your starting screen. There's a lot of unlockable characters, but we're just going to start with Isaac here. And this gives you your controls. I bound everything to a controller because, God forbid, I use a keyboard to play any game in the year 2018.
So, wait. So, like, is there not a controller support for it yet?
Supposedly there. I mean, it's got a console release, right?
Yeah.
But the Steam version was like, you need to use Joy to Key. And so I did.
There's like no music at all.
Yeah. There's sound effects, though.
Yeah, there definitely are.
Yeah, and they're
gross.
Super weird and gross, yeah.
Yeah.
So Isaac is crying, and your weapons are your tears. He's crying because his mom wants to kill him.
Man.
Yeah.
This is the fetus episode.
Right? And I said
all
this...
All fetuses all the time. Come on down.
Come on, yes, buy a fetus.
The cartridge blowers.
I said beforehand that I would find this art style off-putting. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could play a lot of this game. I couldn't play through this game all the way. However, I figured the game would, make up for the art style based on the strength of its gameplay.
Okay.
So again, we're kind of going through these roguelike dungeons. I found a key and it brought me to the store where I can buy 2 items. I don't know what they do, and I have no money anyway. So
Okay.
I can also use my tears here to put out these fires. I don't know if that does anything, but I thought maybe they were like jars in Zelda, and I could maybe find some money.
Yeah. Tears for fetus. Fears.
No. Here's some more.
Oh,
enemies.
look, it's a Dookie monster.
Yeah, there's
or
they're
a
all
tumor.
they all seem like deformed babies, and
Why do your tears blow up that guy's head?
Some of them have bombs in them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And these guys are like running away from me. It's very annoying.
It feels like you shouldn't be fighting them. They don't want to be fought. They want to be left alone.
I will also
cry on him until he dies.
That was my second grade strategy for any fight. Oh, and then he dropped the bomb when he died. Oh, run! Nope. Okay, well,
there's money.
I got money. Thank goodness.
That was a very Zelda-like sound effect.
Yeah. So we got 2 doors, one with a crown, one with a skull. Let's go with the crown. And here we got the sad onion. It gives us doubles our fire rate.
Oh, cool.
So there are upgrades to your weapon. However, so I want to point out the controls in this game.
Okay.
You're supposed to play on a keyboard. WASD to move. Arrow keys to shoot.
Okay.
That sucks. That's a bad control scheme.
That's twin stick shooter for you.
Well, twin stick shooter on a keyboard is bad. Oh, yeah. Every floor has a boss to fight. So here's I'm gonna fight the Duke of Flies. He's pretty gross. Warning if you don't like gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me shooting these tears out, it just doesn't feel good. I don't like the way it feels.
Yeah.
And I don't know any better way to describe it. I guess that a lot of this is, essentially a bullet hell in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Well, it's not very bullet helly yet.
Not yet, but I mean, it can be. And you're basically just trying to shoot and dodge, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess like a twin stick shooter without a controller, like normally would be keyboard and like mouse, right?
And I think you can use the mouse as well.
Okay.
But I mean, that's not something I could bind to the controller as easily.
Amber also does not see the appeal of this game.
Yeah, I jumped out of home, and I love my mom. She doesn't love me. That's the story.
This is a depressing game, man.
Yeah, dude. It's fun for the whole family.
Yeah.
So now I get to explore the next dungeon. Next floor of the dungeon. It is randomly generated as well. This one's full of spiders. So, trigger warning if you don't love spiders like I do. I love spiders. As long as they're spiders mans.
Yeah, yeah. As long as they're fighting octopi.
Yes.
So, like, I played another... man, that one has a bomb stuck in his head. I played a different Newgrounds game, like their first major like console release, Alien Hominid.
Oh yeah, because that's yeah.
I enjoyed Alien Hominid.
Alien Hominid's alright, yeah. I didn't love it. I thought the art style kind of was off-putting again.
I thought it was alright. I liked it better than Meat Boy in this one.
Honestly, the only Newgrounds game I've really loved is Castle Crashers, and I thought that game was spectacular.
I haven't played Castle Crashers.
Oh, it's a 4-player beat 'em up. It's great.
All right, on.
We should do that. Holy crap! You never played Castle Crashers?
I have not.
That's super
I should have
cheap.
played that. Apparently.
Yeah. It's like they're laying eggs, right?
Okay.
And I can shoot the egg goo to stop the egg from spawning more baby spiders. But he's consistently laying more eggs and never stopping. So eventually I realized it just seems more prudent to kill the mama spider. Though, I mean, I obviously don't want the eggs to hatch either.
Yeah.
And, like, it's got human toes on the end of its 4 legs.
Gross.
And, like, its legs are, like, human skeleton bones.
Yeah,
like,
each leg has, like, a single human toe.
What is this game, and why was it drawn on the bottom of a skateboard? Like, every single picture here seems to come from an eighth grader's notebook. Like, they're
Yeah.
just doodling random shit. And like a radioactive spider has appeared in the basement. I have no idea what that means. I'm not going to find out. I decided to
Okay.
go back and explore the rest of the basement to maybe figure out what that might mean.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to rooms I haven't been to yet. And the only one I can access, since I don't have a key, is all the way up top. Now, the keys seem to randomly drop. There's no guarantee you'll get a key in a floor that has key doors.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
That sounds
or...
like a bug.
Yeah, but we got a key, so let's go back. We only got one, though, so we have to select either the crown or what looks like a filing cabinet on the right. Well, I'm going to go for the crown, obviously.
Ah.
And this,
Okay.
an on mushroom ups my tiers and my speed, so I'm a little more powerful now. I can move faster, and my tiers fly out faster. I'm going to go through the spike door. It took some damage, and when I open this, I got some pills. And if I eat the pill, it's a telepill.
Whoa.
It teleports me to this room. There's a bunch more pills. And I also get a mirror that's called my reflection. I don't know what that means or does, and that never tells me.
I am error.
Yeah, that's a Zelda 2 reference.
Oh.
And so then I'm eating these pills, and some of them are decreasing my range stat. This says pretty fly, and now a fly is following me. I don't know what anything that's happening means. I don't know what's happening. I farted? Help me. Game, help me out here, guys.
Right? You got two flies, though.
Yeah, great.
That's got to be good.
The health down pill, I don't want that. I'm just going to leave. It seems like I've warped, though. I am now in the caves instead of in the basement.
Okay.
The caves is a different level. We'll skip ahead because it's just a lot of fighting random enemies. This door was locked before, and now it's not. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go on in and find this chest.
You need a key.
I need a key. Well, guess what? I've been in every room in this dungeon. No key.
That's a problem.
I like. Is this a feature?
No way. That sounds like I don't know.
I'm just gonna come out and go ahead and come out and say it. I don't like this game at all. I think it's pretty bad, and I don't like when we talk about games that I don't like that the masses does.
Yeah.
The number one pick is definitely Super Metroid, right?
Yeah.
I get what people see in that though. Like,
right.
I understand the appeal. I understand what there is to like about it. It's just not for me. I don't understand the appeal of this.
I think I would understand it if it was just a Flash game on a web page and not something you spent money on.
It was a Flash game on the web page, and it was the year 2004.
Well, yeah.
This came out in, I think, 2009.
Capitalist Pig says that you definitely somehow turned the sound all the way down. There should definitely be music.
And maybe some music would add to it, but I think the gameplay kind of sucks. I don't think playing this game feels fun. This boss fight is...
I don't get the aesthetic.
It's just so there's a scrub, and he'll kind of do a snake lunge all the way across. And I can use that to kill his minions. So there's kind of a strategy involved there in which I make him lunge at his own babies. But like, it's kind of a hard thing to consistently do, and is barely worth it when I should just be focused on shooting him and not getting hit.
Right.
Which is really not that difficult. His mouth hitbox seems pretty small. Like there, I definitely should have been hit, I feel. And like he takes so much health, he's just a big sponge. But maybe I'm supposed to be stronger by this point, but I randomly warped.
Right, yeah. He doesn't really seem to be difficult.
No. His minions are almost more difficult than he is. But it was like, as I'm playing this boss fight, and I realized it before, I was just like, I'm not having fun. I am not
Yeah.
having fun with this game. And so, yeah, Binding of Isaac, I just don't see it. It seems gross for the sake of being gross. There doesn't seem to be any cool message behind it. Maybe there is, and I'm missing it. The gameplay is boring. And I mean, maybe I'm gonna go listen to the music when this is done.
Yeah.
I'm sure the soundtrack adds to it. But I don't like. You could give me the fucking London Philharmonic playing the most beautiful song I've ever heard, and that's not gonna make that game fun to play.
Yeah, definitely, and that does not look like something I would want to play. Like I would,
like Meat Boy looked a lot more fun.
Meat Boy was at least fun. Like it was not a bad experience to play it. That game looked pretty boring.
It's boring, yeah. Like it's not even actively bad, like some kind of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde NES game or something.
Right.
It's just like this is not. I mean, it's a video game. It's serviceable, but like, I wouldn't tell anyone to play that, and I wouldn't play more than I played. I'm never gonna go back to that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that is, I would say, the definition of an overhyped game because I hear nothing but praise for it. It got like 9 out of 10 reviews. I don't. My mind is boggled. This game,
hot take here on Cartridge Blowers.
Like, is it a hot take? I don't want it to be a hot take. I just don't think it's good. But I guess because I'm wrong, it's a hot take. I don't know.
I mean, maybe you just didn't play it far enough. Maybe it gets better.
Maybe.
Like Capitalist Pig says, it definitely it gets harder down the line.
Sure.
So maybe there's that.
But I mean, like, okay, so. And again, I'm playing with a controller using Joy 2 Key in order to actually have twin stick shooting, right? But the game is set up for a keyboard. Right. And so having up, down, left, right on the right stick of my Xbox controller feels stilted. It feels not great. And so
it seems like adding controller support to that game should not be hard.
Well, it's not even that, though, because this game's been released on consoles, right? It's on PS4, it's on Switch, it's on everything else.
Exactly.
So I'm not really sure why the Steam version doesn't have controller support naturally.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's kind of what I meant was maybe it came out before everyone was playing games on their computer with gamepads. But it seems like if you've released it with gamepad support for a console,
seems like a fair upgrade.
Like, why couldn't you just patch that in?
Right.
That seems kind of like a no-brainer.
And it's a game that's received like lots and lots of patches and DLCs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's certainly not out of the question. I don't know. Like, it's just kind of gross visually. It's the gameplay, at least something to be desired. I don't think the most killer soundtrack in the world could save it. So even though the music was not working for whatever reason, I don't think it would have changed things for me. I'm not a fan. 0 out of 10. That's our review. Thanks for watching X Play. We'll be back next week. I'm Adam Sessler. That's Morgan Webb, I think. Right? Say hi, Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. Hi. Anyway, so right on. So that's our show, really, everybody. But before we go ahead and bow out for the evening, what are we playing next time, Matt?
Okay, so I think we've done this theme before.
Okay.
I don't remember how difficult it was to do this theme.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm going to add some rules to it to make it doable. So the theme is board games / game shows.
Okay.
But let's just kind of expand that to involve anything that possibly has a board game mechanic. We might have done this last time.
I think we did because I think I played Pac-Man Fever.
And I think I played Sonic Shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if you want to play but let's say anything remotely related to board games. So if you want to play Jumanji.
Okay, all right. Well, what about that Kingdom Hearts DS game where you fight with cards?
Hell yeah, that'll work.
All right,
I'll take
cool.
it. Card games too. Yeah, baby. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm ready to duel. Let's do it. If you want to play the Monopoly Man 2D side scroller, which is, by the way, not real but exists in my perfect world, you can definitely do that. But yeah, so board/card/game shows.
Excellent. Right on. That's what you have to look forward to in the next 2 weeks. But until then, this has been Cartridge Blowers. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Matt Crua.
That's me.
And next time, I'm sure we'll have Nikki back. But until then...
No one puts Nikki in a corner.
Huh?
No one puts Nikki in a corner.
No, never. She'll be back. She'll break out of the box. She'll live again. But until then, this has been Cartridge Blowers. And please don't die. But Matt, what should they do?
Hold on. What's coming to me? They should keep on. It's blowing. That's
okay.
That's our bad catchphrase.
Yeah, it's for some reason we've kept up with it for 132 episodes.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, right on. Okay, guys. Bye.
See ya. I'll miss you.
And local recording stopped.
Coolio.
We're not getting in the stream yet. Matt Celeste, write an introduction.
I'm going to write an introduction.
We're here. Unfortunately, don't really have good titles. I wrote down a couple. Don't know how good they are. Sure, Amber has a few. We're gonna get voice friend, Nikki. I think
voice friend.
Yeah, she doesn't want to turn on a camera, but she's here. Let's see. Also, thank you, Nikki, for cheering us. Your own channel. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's embezzling.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's insider trading.
Nikki's gonna play Tabletop Simulator. And Amber hates the DS Kingdom Hearts game. She says it sucked. She says I should blame Dylan.
Okay.
Or maybe that was one of the titles. I don't know why Dylan would be responsible for her hating a Kingdom Hearts game. A fetus steals your girlfriend. These are Amber's suggestions. A fetus steals your girlfriend. Meet parkour. All fetuses, all the time. That's what you got.
That's it?
That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote.
We can hear you now. Yes, thank you.
Okay, good.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Did you have any suggestions for titles, Nikki?
I did. My internet cut out like midway through, so I don't have too many.
Okay.
My real life Sims game. Everything's coming up, Matt. Testosterone City, and we already had all fetuses all the time.
There's one I did not write down from Amber's. What was it? Oh, blame Dylan for the catchphrase. Yes. That is his fault. I tried to make it not a thing. He kept doing it anyway, and then I just embraced it, and now we've been doing it for too long.
Alright, you're gonna see some gods now.
I mean, what else are we going to say at the end?
Bye!
Nope, that's worse.
Money, please. All right.
Oh, God. I watched the first 6 episodes of The Good Place on the plane.
Good decision.
Yeah.
You said you liked it.
I'm going to talk about it on the show tomorrow. I've
She
got
didn't
a
like
TED
it.
Talk.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, she didn't like it. You fucking idiot.
You're
oh my
a fucking idiot for assuming I didn't like it. I liked it a lot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I talked with her about it earlier today.
But I've got a TED Talk for tomorrow.
Okay, cool. All right, so here are the ones that I wrote down. Experience the Shaq Fu. There was something about like a pile of bad Shaq experiences or something. I don't remember. I also wrote down meat parkour. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Why?
I was afraid that I lost the stream, but I did not. It just slowed down for a second. Okay, so again, experience the Shaq Fu, meet parkour, leaving behind some meat residue, the fetus episode, cry on him until he dies, more prudent to kill the mama spider. What is this game and why was it drawn on the bottom of a skateboard? A fetus steals your girlfriend, all fetuses all the time, my real life Sims game, everything is coming up, Matt, and Testosterone City. Those are everything we wrote down. Nothing jumps out as great. So let's decide which one we want to do, guys. Also, if you're just tuning in, Sorry, episode's over. We're
Can you paste them in the Discord?
I can. Or I can paste them into the Twitch chat, which is what I have
It's
open
not
currently.
it won't line break.
It won't
them.
line break. That's right. All right, let me open up the Discord.
Let's paste it into the Google Hangout chat.
I can also do that. I'll do that. That's easier. Experience the Shaq Fu. Meet parkour. Which I guess all three of us wrote that one down, so maybe that one should win by default.
I'm into that.
Okay.
I like the democratic process, but
Sure.
when done secretly and unknowingly.
Sure. All right, if there's not one that someone else would prefer, let's go with meat parkour. So weird. Let's see what to talk about while Matt writes an introduction.
I watched like 10 movies on the plane. That's not video game related though.
What'd you watch?
That's fine.
I
Still in
watched
time.
The Shape of Water. I watched Coco.
Wait, stop. Go back. Stop.
I watched The Shape of Water.
All right, you watched that fish fucking movie.
I thought it was really good.
What did you? I heard it was super good. Yeah,
I liked it a whole lot.
watch that fish though, right?
She does, but it's not like
yes.
overt like people were
Oh,
commenting.
and I didn't think it was gonna be like full on scale dick penetration.
They talk about that though.
They do.
Oh, thank goodness.
Like
Okay.
like they at one point there's the question like how, and she sort of demonstrates with her hands.
Is she just like?
No, she explains that basically, if I'm remembering correctly, that it unsheaths itself from behind like plates or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then extends.
I'm glad Guillermo del Toro was there to describe Fishman penis to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
but no,
you
I
watched
thought
Coco?
it was really good, and I cried a little. I thought Coco was really good, and I
I've heard
cried a
good
little.
things.
Nikki was just really sad to be on a plane for several hours on her way
God.
to another country.
That was the truth. Let me see. Hang on. I wrote down everything that I watched. I watched a documentary about making movie scores, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
I did not cry a little. I watched 3 Billboards over outside of Ebbing,
I have
Missouri,
not seen
and I
that.
cried a little. That movie is dark as fuck.
I did not watch it. Brooke
It's-
did not want to go see it, so I'm like, I'm going to use that as a way to sleep on a Sunday.
I totally understand. It's really dark, and I would say that it doesn't leave you with a satisfying conclusion. Let's see.
Two guys.
What else did I watch? I watched... Oh, there's more. So I also watched Ant-Man, which I'd never seen before. I did not cry a little.
Did you like it?
I did.
Good. I liked it too.
Although the beginning of the movie, they're driving in the hills above the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know where they came from. That's a dead end up there.
All right.
And then I watched Mulan and The Proposal and The Wedding Singer and The Disaster Artist when I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna buy the internet because I am so
and you cried
bored.
a little each time.
Yeah.
So, right on. Did you at least like pretty much everything you watched?
I did, actually.
That's
I don't
good.
know that there was a movie I outright hated. I probably wouldn't have continued watching it.
That's true. You have the ability at that point to just say, nah, next. So were
Yeah.
you, like, was that something that the airline was distributing, or did you just, like, pull up Netflix?
Oh no, they had like a whole bunch of selections, and I was thinking of watching like a bunch of movies that I hadn't seen before. But I was like, I really want to watch Mulan though.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's a good movie. Cried a little. Also, Matt's wearing his awesome Bubsy Real Cat shirt. It's great. I like it. Good choice. Let's see.
And I watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on the plane because they had 5 episodes of that.
The entire series?
Yes.
Which episodes do they have? Was it Why Don't He Want Me? Because if it wasn't that, then what's
it
the
was
point?
not that, and I was real mad because I would have cried a little. You know, no, they were studying for the PSATs.
They just had random Fresh Prince episodes.
No, it was like the first 4 or 5 episodes of season 2.
Okay.
That's kind of random. They announce the Switch internet, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like,
so we're gonna like split that, right?
Like Switch internet?
Yeah.
How much? I don't know the details of it.
Okay, so like by yourself, it's like 30 a year.
Okay.
Or you can cut it down to like 25 or 20 a year and have up to 7 people on it.
Really?
So I would say, why don't we just try and get as many people as possible and just split it?
Like, is it 20 a person or 20
No,
altogether? Really?
Altogether. So like it can be like $3 a year.
Everyone
That's
gets their
pretty
own
good,
account.
honestly.
Everyone has their own account. Yes.
Yeah.
You join like it's like a family thing. So like, the 3 of us for sure, and then I would include Joe and BB, so that would be 5 accounts right there. And then I have some people in mind for the other 2 who would pay, and so it would be down to like $5 a year if that were the case.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
That sounds like they're just asking for a way to make less money. Like, I would understand if every person paid $20 a year, but if, like, yeah, here, have more people for less money. That sounds like a bad business choice. I'll take it, absolutely, but it's weird. I need to quit clicking on Nikki's picture.
I mean, why not? That macaroni and cheese muffin is probably delicious or rancid. Yeah. It's been like 5 years.
It's been a long time.
132?
Yes, 132. Title? The title is Meat Parkour.
Okay.
Wait, that was the title we picked? Okay.
It's the one that everyone wrote down, so.
I didn't write that down.
Oh. It's the one that Amber and I wrote down.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I thought you were talking about all fetuses all the time. I was like, okay, I guess we all wrote that down, sure.
No, you and Amber wrote that one down.
Yeah.
Well, then it was
that one too.
Those were equal in votes, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought Nikki had written down Meat Parkour.
You did democracy wrong.
We did.
Well, we've been doing democracy wrong for 2 years.
There it is.
All right, well then, Meat Parkour or all fetuses all the time. Amber, you're the one who wrote down both of those. Which one do you choose? Now we have to wait 40 seconds for her to hear that.
What are you doing, Windows 10? You can pick one cartridge blower's title. I believe, Andy. Did you get the picture I sent? Oh, and did I tell you what they want to maybe name their child if they have a boy?
Hellion.
Ferguson.
It's kind of close, actually.
Yes.
If it's a boy, they want to name him Asher Maximus. And I wish I could split screen. I guess I sort of can. If it's a girl, I'm glad you're sitting down. She wants to name the girl Snow.
Oh, I died again.
And if you haven't picked up on why,
Because she's white. Thank
That,
goodness.
but also her name will be Snow White.
Mickey, it's your civic duty to stop them from having a child.
Okay, I will hire somebody to kick her in the stomach.
You can't do that. You can't have them release Snow White into the world.
I can't have them release Asher Maximus into the world.
Asher Maximus is gonna listen. He's gonna kill a prostitute.
He's gonna be a porn star who kills prostitutes.
Probably, yes. Snow White? Snow White is gonna.
She's gonna be the prostitute.
Oh no! You can't name a kid that. You can't do that. That's wrong.
Listen.
All right, I'm gonna random.org this.
I'm gonna tell him that I think it sounds like that Asher Maximus sounds like a porn star name, and if he has any decency as an adult at all, he will not name the child Snow if it's a girl.
All right, heads or tails? Heads is all fetuses. Tails is the other one. Wait, which one is that?
You don't know what heads or tails looks like?
Well, it did not choose a typical coin, typical U.S. coin. It was an Irish coin.
You have to select the U.S. coin, Cody.
Yeah, apparently I do.
It's not American.
Select a loony. Whatever, if that's a $1 coin, I think.
All right, so tails wins. Meek Parkour is the winner.
All right, I think I'm ready. This is a dumb one.
All right.
They're never done.
Recording.
This one's I don't know what the joke is here.
All right, ready to go? And
Sure.
Now.
Let me move my script there. Sometimes the world just passes you by. I feel like I'm not up to date on all these hot new crazes. Crazes like, planking, remember that, or fidget spinning, the fork knife, of course, rock and roll music, mud guzzling, cronk shooting, pork gorbling. I don't know what any of those things are. Anyway, this week, we play video games that other people loved, but we, for some reason, just never got around to playing. And I guess we have a semi-secondary theme. Games made by Ed McMillan? I don't know. Anyway, Cody spreads his meat juices everywhere, which is how he got banned from the movie theater, so he really should know better in Super Meat Boy. And just like my mom did the day I was born, I push a fetus through a cave into a terrible basement full of spiders in The Binding of Isaac. All this and Donkey Kong. Is he a real donkey? No. Anyway, that's the end of journalism and cartridge blowers. It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 132, Meat Parkour. Meat Parkour? Anyway, I feel like it's so hard to keep up with the Joneses, There's so many fads, and I just cannot keep up with them. Fads like gerbil scooping, farmer refuting, pop-tarting, snow riding, onion seeping, show fading. No, just fade out. You need to fade out. Fade out. Snow riding was the gag. That's it. That's all I got. I'm so sleepy.
I love it.
I have no jokes.
Gorgling.
What is it?
I think you said pork gorgling at one point.
Pork gorbling. I messed up. There was at least some structure to that first joke, and I read the line wrong because my eyes aren't working. I read rock and roll music was supposed to be the punchline at the end.
Oh. But pork
anyway.
gorgling was
pork gorbling is pretty good.
Yeah. All right, cool. Cool. Well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I gotta go sleep.
Yeah, right on, man. Okay, guys. Well, in that case,
a heavy day tomorrow.
All right. Well, all right. Well, enjoy.
A dance to chaperone.
Oh,
Goody.
my lord. Okay, well, talk about it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, baby, it's gonna be great.
All right. See you, everybody. Bye, stream.
Have a good night.
Bye.
And broadcast done.
All right. Good night to you guys too, though.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go find a closet to shove these lights into so that I don't have to spend time putting it back up.
Cool.
Yeah, that's real exciting. All right. Well, you get some sleep.
Thank you.
And I hope you feel better tomorrow. And nice and rested.
I hope so too. That would be great because today was kind of garbage.
Dude, right on. I feel you. I empathize. But yeah, so I hope I don't see you at work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, sleep forever. Just turn off your phone. It's fine. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.